welcome back to my podcast. I am Em. I hope you all are doing well and had an amazing Halloween. Today I'm going to be talking about Season 2, Episode 1 of All-American Homecoming, and I just want to jump right in because it was a pretty jam-packed episode. Like, a lot was going on, so hopefully I'm going to try to cover everything. I think I'll hopefully do that. If I don't, I'm sorry. I'm not feeling well right now, so I'm kind of like blanking out. So just comment if I forgot anything, and I will discuss it in the comment section. But I'm just going to start. So the first thing, of course, was the opening scene, which was Simone playing tennis, a match, which is going to be an issue for me because I know, like, nothing about tennis. But so she was doing that, and then, of course, Damon was pitching. And you could see, like, with the flashbacks, they were using their anger over everything that was going on in their matches, which is a good way to like, utilize that, like, using your anger or getting your anger out while you're playing a sport. That's a good way to handle it or deal with it, I guess, I think. And maybe not the best way because you could hurt someone, but I think it's good for them to do that and not punch people. But of course, Simone's she was thinking about the Christmas break and All-American when she was at the Christmas party, had to see Jordan, Layla, see, like, them kind of not together, but having moments, like Jordan looking at Layla, kind of in, like, not in love, but looking at her, like, that they're together, and just all that drama that happened, which was a lot, and I'm happy we kind of got to see that, even though of course, I watched All-American, so I knew about that, but I'm happy that it was brought up right away, and I knew it was going to be, because I knew Jordan and Spencer were going to be in this episode, because I heard about it on Twitter, but I was so happy they showed that, and showed that she was angry, showed her getting her anger out, and then with Damon, him, like, using his anger with his not adoption, but his parents, and, like, them lying to him, and him not, like, knowing he was adopted, and I don't blame him for that. Like, that situation was not kind of messed up. It was messed up that no one told him. I get they didn't want. I don't remember, to be honest. I forgot some of the stuff that happened in season 1, but I remember parts of it. I'm pretty sure they just didn't want him to know, or maybe because they had him for, like, his whole life, they just didn't want to tell him. I don't really remember. It might come back to me, but I'm happy he was using his anger with baseball and pitching, because that's what he loves. He loves baseball, and I think that will probably help him strike out the other team if he uses his anger when he plays a game, I think. Who knows? I don't know, because I really want him to connect with his birth parents, even though, of course, it's going to take a while, and if I was in his position, I would be really upset too. Like, of course, he has every right to be upset, and I probably would give them a hard time as well, but I hope at the end of the season they do that. He, like, connects with them, or if we get a season 3, he does that. But at this point, with how everything's going with the CW, I don't think we're gonna get a season 3 with this show, and I really hope we do right now, but I don't think we will. I'll talk about that more later. But of course, with Damon, we have him thinking about transferring, which I get why he wants to, because he, of course, I'm pretty sure, well, I think I do. I think it's because Marcus is gone, and his coach is his birth dad, who he's not ready to talk to yet. But I hope he changes his mind. Of course, at the end, he said he was going to transfer to the other school, which I'm kind of interested to see, because that will cause probably drama, and I'm always here for that. And it might be really interesting to see that, and I kind of wanted that to happen to someone. So I'm happy that's happening, but I feel bad for everyone, like, how they had to find out. Especially Thea. Okay, here's the thing. I don't ship Thea and Damon. I don't. But I love Thea. And I really want her to be happy. And I felt really bad for her that she had to find out on TV. Like, that was so messed up. And I get he wanted to wait till the right time, but I still think he should have told her before they found out that way. Of course, he didn't know it was going to be on TV, but I still wish he told him, or JR did at least. But I get why he didn't. And it was really sweet that he was kind of there for her during winter break and helping her with her injury. It was really sweet, and he seems like a good boyfriend. I just don't ship them. But of course, I did feel bad for Thea with that whole situation, especially because she's in a tough place right now because she can't play tennis, which is the thing, of course, she loves. And she's having a rough time dealing with that, of course. So I'm happy Damon is there for her. But then, of course, she was already having a rough time with tennis and not being able to play for a while. And so that didn't help. And I mean, she has every right to be pissed off about everything, about her getting injured, because tennis is like what she loves, and probably more than anything, and she can't do it right now. So of course it's going to be hard for her. But I don't like that she is blaming Simone for it, because if I remember correctly, it was not Simone's fault, but I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's not. Because if it actually was, I think Simone would probably admit it if it was her fault, but I don't think it is, or it was. I'm not sure. I don't know. And so the way she's kind of upset with everyone, I get it, like with her physical trainer, and she's, of course, trying to push herself, and of course she wants to get back out on the court, and I don't blame her. If I were her, I would want to too, but she needs to recover, and I don't want her, of course she got it. I was going to say I don't want her to get injured even more, and of course she did because she wasn't thinking. And I agree with the trainer with how she's pushing too much and it shouldn't hurt, and how she needs to take it a little bit easier. And even Damon agreed with the trainer because he knows what he's talking about. I know how badly she wants to get out there, and she just wants to be able to compete or play and stuff, but she's got to listen to what the people are saying, especially because she hurt her shoulder even more playing against Simone. And that whole thing, first of all, was stupid. We know that. And Simone should have probably said something. I don't blame the whole thing on Simone, but she probably should have said no to playing Thea and be like, no, you're injured, I'm not going to do that, but she didn't. And I said it's not her fault. That was kind of on Thea for playing too, but of course Thea was going to want to play against her to prove to her that she is better than her with one arm. And she kind of did. Thea is a better player than Simone. I love Simone to death, but I will say Thea is a better player. I think everyone knows that. But the fact that Simone almost lost to her when Thea had one arm and she had both, or could only play with one arm, that just shows that Simone isn't ready to be in the top 6. And I'm happy her coach actually said that, because I was thinking that too when I was watching it, because that shows a lot. That just shows a lot if you almost get beaten by someone who can only play with one arm, and you have both, and you can play with both. So I'm happy the coach said that to her. I feel bad for her, of course, because I want her to be in the top 6, and I want her to be better, and I want her to improve, and I'm hoping this season she does and learn her weaknesses, which she was trying to do with Spencer, and I'm happy he was helping her with that. But I just think Simone just needs to practice a lot more, which she is doing, of course. She is doing that, but she needs to just practice 24/7 and not really deal with the boys right now, and just focus on tennis, just that, because she could get to the top 6 if she works on everything. And even the coach told her that Thea's going to get the spot when she gets back, and Simone has a bit more time to prove herself, because Thea is going to take her longer to get back because she hurt her shoulder even more. So Simone has time to like prove herself to the coach and everyone, but I don't know. I'm kind of just want her to figure it out. I just want her to like not have any drama, which of course it's all American, so she's gonna get drama. But I don't know. I really hope she gets in the top 6 because I love Simone so much, and I've said that I absolutely adore her, and I want her to succeed. But I also want her to get held in her place and to make sure she knows that she's not as good as Thea and she's not the best player on the team, which she knows, but she just needs to prove herself even more. But, of course, with Simone, we had Simone and Spencer had some scenes, which made me really happy because, first of all, I love Spencer, and I was so happy to see him again, even though I saw him like a week ago when I watched episode 3 of All American Live. But I've missed him from the week. I haven't seen him. But also, we didn't get enough of Spencer and Simone in All American, so I'm happy he showed up and we got some, like, of them together, especially because we know Daniel and Jeffrey are really good friends and, like, siblings in real life, and you could kind of see that with Spencer and Simone, that they were kind of acting like siblings, and it was really cute. And I'm happy he was helping her with everything and giving her advice. And he was giving everyone advice, which, I mean, he should. He's dealt with a lot in his life. And, of course, he's dealing with being broken up with Olivia because that was right after the first episode. So they just broke up. And I'm happy he was giving, like, Cam advice about Keisha and then Jordan advice to fix stuff with Simone. And then also just giving Simone advice about everything, and with tennis. And she was also giving advice to Keisha, I'm pretty sure, about everything, which I really did like because he is just such a nice guy and knows what he's doing. Usually, sometimes he doesn't. But I was happy that he did that. And I was just happy to see Spencer and Jordan again. But Jordan needs to fix himself. I'm sorry. I love Jordan so much. I do. But that man needs to not get in fights with people. Like, I get why he's mad. I do. Because, of course, Damon and Simone were kind of flirting and having moments. And, like, Simone was emotionally cheating on him with Damon. But they're broken up, so he doesn't need to flip out. He didn't need to flip out like that. Of course, I get it because they were in a relationship and he was kind of messing it up in a way, but still, they're not together anymore, and he still punched Damon. I said it, I love Jordan, but I was on Damon's side for this. Jordan should not have started that, like, argument with Damon and gotten inside his head and just said some shit, because Damon was already going through a lot, dealing with the transfer, because he had 48 hours and trying to figure out what he was going to do, and then, of course, Jordan just came in and was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, Simone and Damon aren't dating, so he needs to calm down. She never physically cheated on him. Yes, she did emotionally, but she never actually, like, physically cheated on him. So I don't know why he's flipping out like that. I get it, but then also he needed to pipe down a bit. And if he's ever in another episode of Homecoming, I hope it is not for a fight. Hopefully. Honestly, who knows? With Jordan, he always gets himself into some stupid situations, and he always punches people, and he needs to work on that a lot. You know, he just needs to fix his anger a bit and just not punch people. He just needs to learn not to get into fights because he gets into them every season. But, of course, with Jordan, we got Simone and Jordan scenes that weren't just them arguing, thankfully, which I really did like because I did ship Damone for a while, and I still like them, but I like them more as friends now just because they were, like, emotionally cheating on each other. Well, Jordan, I don't think really was. He was just trying to help a friend. Like, he did have feelings for Layla, so that was an issue, but it's not like he did anything like Simona and Damon did, I think. That's what I think, but I might be wrong. But I'm just so happy they're friends, and I'm kind of living for this like era, their friendship era, and I really hope they get on like really good terms, become like, better friends. I mean, they are friends and they're there for each other, but I just want it to not be awkward with them anymore. I really hope it is, but of course, Simone did say before they decided they were going to be friends, or not decided, they said they were going to be friends and like support each other. Of course, she did bring up that she thinks Jordan is moving a little fast with Layla or whoever. And I get what she's saying. As much as I ship Jordan and Layla, I do get it. But again, I'm going to defend him, sadly, even though he did punch Damon and I'm pissed off at him. I think that Simone didn't move on faster, but she was the one who did almost cheat on Damon. I mean, not Damon, Jordan. A couple of times, like, there were moments. And she did, of course, like I said a few times already, she did emotionally cheat on him. So, I get why Jordan is moving on with Layla, especially because he actually does have feelings for her. Well, they both do. And of course, Damon and Simone have feelings for each other. We know that. They obviously do. But of course, he's in a relationship right now, so she's not gonna go after that, and she's gonna probably just wait. I hope. Hopefully she doesn't do anything stupid. I'm really hoping. But I'm kind of half and half with how he moved on too fast. I'm with her. I do kind of agree with her, but then I kind of don't. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this. It kind of is, I don't know. But then again, episode 2 of All American and this episode, I'm pretty sure we're like a few weeks apart in like the time. So I think that it's okay now. I don't know. I think Jordan and Layla aren't going to get together for like officially for a bit. So even though they're hooking up in a way and stuff, I do think they're not going to officially get together soon. But with Jordan, Nate calling him a hoe was probably like my favorite thing of the episode. I don't know why, but it just made me laugh. And Nate's story about what happened in LA with Cam ghosting Keisha, which is true. He did not talk to her, which is completely understandable now. It's not completely understandable. I get why he did it, but he probably should have talked to her. Of course, I get he's upset because we found out he lost his scholarship. I don't think we knew that in season 1. Maybe we did. I just forgot. But he should have told her. Like, again, he didn't want her to feel guilty because he lost it because he sang with her, and he chose her instead of football and sang with her instead. And I get that, but he should have told her because they're dating. That's his girlfriend. She wants to be there for him, and their relationship isn't gonna work if he's lying to her and not telling her the truth about everything. And even though Cam did piss me off this episode quite a bit, and he did an All-American the first episode, I really feel bad for him. He didn't deserve to lose his scholarship, especially because it's not like he was doing anything really stupid. He was helping Keisha, and that was really sweet, but the fact he lost it breaks my heart. I really do feel bad for him. And Keisha obviously does too, and she probably like blames herself, which she shouldn't because it was his choice. It wasn't like she pressured him to do it. But I feel really bad for him. It's so upsetting when people lose their scholarships. It's just so upsetting, especially in shows because it tends to happen a lot. And it's just, usually you'll feel bad for them if you like the characters. Cam, I have a love-hate relationship in Homecoming. I hated him in All-American. But I like him, and then I don't. He's kind of making me conflicted right now, especially with how he's treating Keisha, the way he was late to the family dinner, which I wanted to see like some cute scenes with like all of them together, which of course we did not get, which I was kind of upset. And him being jealous of Spencer, which Keisha apparently was doing that on purpose and kind of using Spencer to make him jealous, I think. So that was kind of for her. That was on her, the making him jealous part. But just the way he wasn't telling her the truth and not showing up on time, lying to her about his job to make the money for the scholarship, was just made me sad because he should be honest. Like, a relationship, a good, healthy relationship, revolves around trust, I think. I don't know because I've been single my whole life, but I'm assuming from what I've seen on TV, because that's how I get my relationship advice, I guess, or know more about relationships. I don't know. But I didn't like that. The ending, though, with them kind of making up and having that little cute moment, it was cute, and I'm happy Spencer helped her, but it reminded me of the Olivia scene in last season, season 4, episode 11, I think, when they kind of made up. It reminded me exactly of that scene, and a part of me didn't like how similar they were, but then it was, again, cute, because I really do like Kim and Keisha, and I want them to be happy, so I was okay with it, but it's just, I didn't like how similar they were, and I know a lot of people on Twitter were upset about it, because this was the one thing about this episode that I heard online, and that was that they can't outdo the originals or something, and Olivia fans were upset, which I'm not that upset. I don't like that they kind of did that, because it was what Spencer did for Olivia, and it was kind of the same exact thing, but I'm okay with it, because it's not the end of the world. It's not like they did the exact same thing and said the exact same words, so it's fine. But I wanted them to be a little more original with how Cam and Keisha made up. But it's okay. I mean, a part of me wasn't surprised, because it's part of the same universe, and maybe Spencer brought up the idea to Cam, which I don't think he did, but that maybe would make sense about why it's original, or not original then. But with Keisha, I do want to talk about her and Nate's friendship for a bit, because they're so cute. Their friendship is one of my favorites on the show, probably. I think with Simone and them, probably, because I just love Nathaniel so much. She's so sweet, and she's just so supportive as well, but also she gives the sass that I kind of need, because I like the sassier characters who have, like, attitude and stuff. If she was too nice, I would still like her, but I like them to be, like, have an attitude or something. I don't know. But I like how she gave Keisha advice and kind of stood up for Cam in a way about how he didn't tell her about losing his scholarship, and Keisha stood up for him. I liked it. I did really like that she did that and told Keisha that he did that for her, and, like, it's not your fault. I don't remember exactly what they said, but to each other, but I really did like that she stood up to him, and just, she's just such a nice person and such a good friend to everyone, and I love the little family they have, or just not they have, but the little family that's been formed, and they have the dinner, I think, or a lunch. I'm pretty sure it's a dinner, but looks like lunch. I don't know. But that was so cute how Damon, JR, Simone, Keisha, Cam, and Nate, and I don't know if I said Damon, but him too, and then Thea sometimes, occasionally, and I always like when she comes over, because she does need more friends. I really hope she gets a little nicer just so she can make friends. I get why she's upset right now with everything, especially Simone, but I really hope she makes friends so she can kind of be a part of that family and, like, be a little nicer, hopefully. But it's so cute that they're, like, one big family with Amara, especially when you could tell that when Amara was giving advice to Damon, and, like, she was talking to him like that was her kid, and it made me really happy that Damon has someone like that, like, there for him. That was really sweet. I really like that. And just Amara, I love her so much, and she deserves the best. I'm so happy she's, like, the principal of something. I think she's the principal. Yeah, I know she's the principal. I'm not sure of what. Maybe the school. Who knows? I just remember them saying the principal, but I'm happy she got that job, and she has a really nice office, and it was so cute that Simone and Keisha and Nate all went over there to give her gifts, or Simone didn't. She just went to go see her aunt. But I liked how they brought her gifts and they were super sweet to her. They all kind of treat her like a mom, and she kind of is like the mom of the group, which I really do like, and I'm happy they all have that person. And I don't know, it's just so cute, and I really love her. I also love her and Marcus, and I really want them to be together now that Marcus is back. But of course, he needs to focus on himself and kind of get through it, because I'm so serious. I completely forgot what like happened to him. I looked it up, and it said he was in therapy because he was bipolar, and I'm not 100% sure if that is actually I cannot talk. If that's true, please let me know in the comments if it is, to make sure I got it right. But if that is the case, I'm happy he got help and got therapy, because I do remember something happened with him at the end of the season. So I'm happy he got the help and he's getting better. But I'm also happy he actually did leave, like what the therapist kind of told him to do. Like, he needs to talk to people and not shut himself out. And he's free to go. And I'm happy he did, because, of course, he found out about Damon. So he left and went to go back to the school, I think to probably make him stay or something. But I really hope him and Amara kind of get together again. I know they hooked up at one point, and I'm pretty sure they were dating at one point when they were younger. But I do hope they get together again, because they are really cute. I really, really do like them together. And I just want Amara to be happy, and I also want Marcus to be happy. I also hope Marcus it is the coach again for the not football team, but the baseball team, because maybe that'll make Damon change his mind. Of course, I want Damon to be happy, and if him transferring will make him happy, I'm okay with it. Also, because I think it will probably make the story, I cannot talk, I'm so sorry. The storyline will be probably a bit more interesting with that, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. But then, of course, with him gone, I'm worried about Thea, even though I said I don't like them together. But I love Thea so much, and I'm just worried that that's going to make her worried that he's like maybe cheating on her. I don't think she would worry about that. Maybe, actually, I feel like she probably would, because she's already she was already, I can't talk, oh my gosh. She was already upset when he didn't tell her for the right reason. I mean, I would be too. And then she's also just doesn't have friends, which really makes me sad, because I want her to. I said that, but I really do want her to have friends. Hopefully she'll make some, but she won't really have anyone there. And so I really hope he does come back eventually, or I don't know. I just really hope she's going to do okay. Like, of course, she did apologize to him, and he apologized to her, and they're on better terms now, and they're okay, which I'm happy about, because I just want her to be happy, especially because she can't do tennis. I want, Damon's making her happy about that, and probably making her feel a bit better, so it makes me happy about that he's helping her a lot. But I don't know. I'm just worried about her. But then I hope with him gone, maybe Thea and Simone will be on better terms, because the big reason why she was upset with her in the first place, I'm pretty sure was because she knew that Damon and Simone were kind of having a thing going on. And Simone, of course, still has feelings for him, and she knows that. And I think they had a moment, and that's what got her upset. And that's what got them to play the match that she hurt her shoulder. And I'm pretty sure. I think that is true. I'm not 100% sure, so please let me know. But I think that's what happened, hopefully. I mean, I just want them to be friends and be on better terms, especially because I do ship Thea and Simone for some damn reason. I started shipping them in season 1, in the second or third episode, I think. I don't know why. I just do. I have a tendency to ship people that I know are never going to get together, and I've learned this the hard way from CW shows, so I'm not sure why I do this to myself. I just do. Even though I ship Thea and Simone, I also do ship Damon and Simone. I think I might have said that already, but if I didn't, I ship them too. And I want them to be together. I think they will get together, Damon and Simone, by the end of the season, because Thea and Damon aren't going to last. Maybe they're going to make them last for the whole season, but I hope they don't, because I said this before, I think this show might get canceled, and I would like them to make Damon and Simone endgame if it does, just in case, because I kind of need that. I just want them to be, I cannot talk. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I want them to be together. I just do. I also want, because I know Thea and Simone aren't going to get together. It's obvious. So I kind of ship Thea and JR too. I've seen other people do ship them as well. So I kind of hope they get together too. I feel like JR would be a good match for Thea. I don't know why. I just feel like he would be a good person for her. I love JR too. He seems like such a nice guy. And he's so cute too. Like, damn. He's just such a nice, caring guy. And he just is, I don't know why I keep saying he's just such a nice guy. He is. Or I'm pretty sure he is. I don't know. He might have done something stupid last season. I don't remember. But I think he's the right person for Thea. So I hope they get together, hopefully, or just kiss at least before the show ends. I really do think this is going to be the last season. I hope not, because I would like a little bit more, but I'm kind of worried. But with JR, I do want to talk about him and Damon's like relationship, because it's so cute. And I'm happy that even though Damon's upset about his parents and all that, he is still, like, him and JR's relationship is fine, and they are brothers, and they're acting like them too, which makes me happy. And I'm happy JR like defended Damon to Jesse. I'm pretty sure that's that man's name. I hope it is, because Jesse needs to like let Damon figure it out himself, because he is upset. Damon has a right to be upset, and the way he's not focused on his relationship with Damon and who is his son, he's focused on his baseball team, makes that probably even worse, and he needs to focus on both of them and not just the baseball program. And I get it, that's gonna mess it up, but he needs to worry about his relationship with his son that he's already has a shit relationship with. So I think he needs to first work on that before he focuses on the baseball program, or do them at the same time. Talk to Damon and try to have a better relationship with him, and try to talk to him not as his coach, but as his dad. Sorry, I got so confused for a second. But yeah. And the last thing about the episode I want to talk about was, of course, not the end, because that was when Marcus came back, but it was the party, which was cute. I'm mad that Cam did change his like his date with Keisha to a party, but I'm okay with it now because they did make up. And we got to see everyone, like Thea and Damon. That was kind of cute. Their kiss and them like apologizing was kind of cute. Cam and Keisha, adorable. And that whole scene and showing everyone during the kiss made me ship JR and Nate. And I know a lot of people do. Or not a lot of people. I've seen a couple people on Twitter talk about them this season, because I follow quite a few All-American people on Twitter. And I've seen people talk about it. And I'm kind of like, oh, that's interesting. And I kind of see it. That was kind of cute. And I think they're kind of maybe foreshadowing that a bit. I hope. Because even though I do want Thea and JR together, and I said that before, I kind of forgot about Nathaniel and JR a bit. That I kind of started shipping them. I completely forgot about that. So, I think I do ship JR and Nathaniel a little bit more right now. But we're going to see. It might change. I'm kind of like half and half right now, because we didn't get much of JR and Nathaniel, but we're going to have to see. Maybe I'll ship them more in the future. I think I will this season. I hope they're together. But then, of course, Simone kissed that random guy. No idea who he is. Maybe I'm supposed to know him, but I don't. I really did like that, because I'm excited for her single era. I don't know why. I just want her to go back. I mean, she was always a bad bitch. Like, she was always, like, had attitude, sass, stuff, but I really hope she goes back to, like, full on that in her single era, because I don't think it's going to last long, because when Damon and Thea break up, they're probably going to get together. Or that guy I've heard a lot about on Twitter. I'm not sure what his name is. I completely forgot. I think he comes in next episode. But a lot of people ship him and Simone. So I'm excited to see like how that plays out and see if I ship them in the next episode. I guess I'll see when I watch the next episode. But of course, with the next episode, I don't know what's gonna happen because I did not watch the trailer because it wasn't live, so it was on demand, so it didn't show the trailer like it does when you watch it live or recording. So I didn't see it. I don't know anything about oh my gosh, I literally cannot talk. I'm so sorry. I don't know anything besides the fact that guy, I think, comes in, pretty sure, and then Damon looks at the college he's going to transfer to. Or he's probably going to change his mind. I think he probably will. I don't know. That's all I know about it next episode. I would talk about my theories, but I don't know anything. I think my only theory probably is in the next few episodes, Damon's going to change his mind and come back. Probably. I just think he will, and Thea and Damon are going to break up, probably. That's what I think, but I'm most likely wrong because I always get my theories wrong. But that's the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. Sorry, this was kind of a mess and chaotic, and I couldn't think right. I'm still not feeling well. I've been sick for like the past week, so that's probably why I couldn't think of the time. I don't know why I recorded today. But again, thank you guys so much for listening. The next episode should be out in the next few days. I'm not sure if the next one will be about episode 2 of Homecoming. It might be, I'm not sure, because I have a few other things planned out that I'm going to have to do. But Homecoming, episode 2 and 3, I'm going to try to get out before episode 4 comes out so I can do it weekly and get on track and get everything situated and work on getting All-American and All-American Homecoming out weekly, maybe on the same days or after each other. Who knows? But again, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you guys have a great day or a great night, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.